We have the mayor joining us. Bruce Ehlers, thank you very much for being with us today.
Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate you having me.
We love your city.
Yeah.
So far, amazing, right?
Yep, we love it too.
And the sun's barely even out. So.
I know. You're here too early.
Okay. Yeah. Tell us, as mayor, what do you love so much about Encinitas?
Oh man, the people first and foremost.
Sure.
Certainly the beach. You know,
Of
Moonlight
course.
Beach and all the beaches are great. Just the culture, you know, the funniest description I've heard of Encinitas, you can have a billionaire, you can have two people standing next to each other. They're both wearing cargo shorts, flip-flops, and t-shirt.
Right.
One's a billionaire, one's a surfer. You can't tell.
You can't tell the difference.
You can't tell which one's
Or a
which,
billionaire
right?
surfer, right? Like
yeah,
that
well,
definitely
yeah, they
happens.
could be that too. That is so true.
You know, we've been hearing in our ears the opera music back here. It's a deterrent for the homeless here, and that's an issue that a lot of communities and neighborhoods and cities are struggling with right now.
Yeah.
What is Encinitas doing to protect the homeless population and give them the services they needed, and to protect the citizens as well?
Well, we just updated our homeless action plan, and the homeless action plan before offered services, and we need to offer the services for those homeless that are here in our city. But we also added enforcement, because if they're going to be here and if they don't want to go and use one of the beds we offer in the Buena Creek Navigation Center, it's called, then they're under an obligation to abide by our laws and not violate the laws. So we've upped the enforcement component, and now we have a balanced approach. But we do believe in providing services.
As far as abiding by those laws specific to Encinitas, what does that mean the police have to do? Kind of not allow the sleeping
the
on
law, no, being passed out in public. You
Okay.
can't sleep or camp on public property. You can't defecate or urinate in public, that type of stuff.
Okay.
And that's been a problem, petty theft. And so with the passage of Prop 36, which brought back some of the old protections that went away when Prop 47 was passed in 2014, that's been a huge improvement too, and that's for repeat offenders.
This is an active community. I mean, we were here early. We saw runners, bikes.
4 a.m.
But there's also a lot of cars and people heading to the
Yeah.
beach. So pedestrian safety, I know there's been some
Yeah.
issues with pedestrian safety, cyclist safety. How are you ensuring the safety of the people that want to jog, run, bike around this beautiful place?
Multiple ways. We've been working on that. In fact, I've been on council for 2.5 years, almost 3 years now, and we've been working by increasing enforcement. We actually, for the first time in 15 years, added 2 additional deputies to our police force. We've been flat for that whole time, but yeah, we've had an increase in traffic. We have been doing structural fixes to a lot of the roads by improving pedestrian safety through. I get technical on you and talked about pedestrian intervals, that type of stuff.
Okay.
But basically, we've been focused on improving safety. We lowered speed limits across the city, and so now it's a matter of enforcement. We've had recently quite a few, at least once a month, an all-out enforcement where we're doing traffic enforcement, because fundamentally, I came to the conclusion, we as council came to the conclusion that we have a driver behavior problem we need to fix. So we need
Distracted drivers, you think?
Distracted, a few drunk, and
Wow.
speeding. And so we need to fix that and get people to
do
slow
their part
down.
here.
And this
Slow
is a
down, be
huge
safe.
thoroughfare for people who want to get to the beach or just want to travel up and down San Diego. It's a highway after all, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it does
It is.
require obviously people paying attention. We have seen, hundreds of runners and cyclists.
Oh, yeah.
We want
Yeah.
all of them to be safe as they come
We do,
through,
too.
of course. I know it's no secret, obviously, there are so many beautiful homes here in Encinitas.
Right.
The average home, 1.8 million.
Is it?
I think you
Yeah.
guys
Look
made
at this.
headlines recently for that being one of the highest.
Wow.
As far as housing goes, I know we're almost out of time, but any work on more affordable housing here?
We are always working on affordable housing. Of course, the question is, where does the money come from? Because there's a subsidy for every affordable unit. It's about a $500,000 subsidy per unit. And the state took that money away about 20 years ago. And so it's really a question of how do you do that? And so the state's mandating that housing, but they're not paying for it. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll get you
Challenges
back
the
on the
city's
show
got.
here
Yes,
and follow
Mayor,
up with
thank you
Mayor.
for-
Thanks so much for taking the time out,
Appreciate
hanging out
it.
with us, and allowing us to visit your beautiful city and tell its story.